Hello, guys, and welcome back. When we talk about productivity, most of us don't realize the importance of sleep. When we too much focus on the other aspects of increasing output and peak performance, sleep is often ignored. In this video, I'm going to share with you few simple tips and tricks that you can incorporate into your daily routine effortlessly. So, what's the ideal amount of sleep we need on a day-to-day basis? Although this figure varies from person to person, with various factors like your age, your nature of job, your mental condition, and various other factors determine how much sleep do you actually need. For example, a person in a stressful condition or a stressful work environment might need more hours of sleep compared to a person who is meditating or who is on a completely relaxed work environment. So it depends upon person to person, but on an average, adults need at least 7 hours. As per the various studies on sleep, at least 7 hours of sleep is considered to be an ideal benchmark for adults. If you are sleeping less than 7 hours on average, your brain's cognitive function as well as your body's natural healing process might be impacted severely. On the flip side, we see some high performers who sleep less than 5 hours on an average. They are still performing very well. Generally, that's an exception for a fraction of population, but most of us need at least 7 hours of sleep. So, what are the things that we can do or we can make changes to our daily routine that will help us to optimize our sleep? So, I'm going to share with you these tools and techniques that I have been following. The first thing we can do to optimize our sleep is creating a sleep routine that is fixed and more or less we follow it every day, so that our brain will be trained to generate chemicals that are conducive to a good night's sleep. After a few months, it will become automatic and you will effortlessly be able to follow this routine. The next thing we can do to optimize our sleep is to create a relaxing bedtime routine. It might be a breathing exercise you can do, or you can take a warm bath, or you can even read a book. This will just break the cycle of what you have been doing throughout the day and just signal your brain that it's the night time. The next thing we can do to optimize our sleep is to make our bedroom as dark as possible. It's not possible for you to darken your room. You can consider using sleep mask, which will just block the lights completely to your eyes, and it will help you to have a good night's sleep. The next thing you can do to optimize your sleep is to avoid caffeine and alcohol during bedtime. When it comes to coffee, not everybody has the same level of tolerance. For some people, they can drink coffee and get along with their sleep pretty well, but for most of the people, if they take coffee later in the afternoon, then they will find it difficult to fall asleep. When we talk about alcohol, the general understanding is that it will help us to fall asleep, but even if you fall asleep with alcohol, you will wake up in the middle of the night and you will not be able to have quality sleep. So other general tips for optimizing your sleep can be getting enough water or just avoiding drinking water just before the bedtime. Exercise in the morning or during the daytime can also help you improve your sleep. But if you are exercising too much just before the bedtime, then it will be counterproductive. If you have tried everything but it's not working, then it might be some underlying medical condition for which you need medication or you need to consult with doctor. Recently, I was having it difficult for me to get a restful sleep because I used to wake up in the middle of the night and I was having difficulty falling back asleep. And I was actively looking for the stuff on internet and YouTube for optimizing my sleep. And I have found out this very simple method which you can implement from your next day, and you can immediately start experiencing improvement in your sleep. I found these tips from Dr. Huberman, who is a sleep expert, and I have tried some of these tips and it has dramatically improved my sleep. So I would definitely recommend this. And the first thing Dr. Huberman suggests is to get enough sunlight. The first thing we wake up in the morning, we have to expose ourselves to the morning sunlight before we expose ourselves to any other artificial light. It might be a blue light from your mobile phone or your laptop screen, but just avoid watching your screen when you get up the first thing in the morning. Get out and have a look into the sky. If the sun is at low angle, you can directly look into the sun. If it's already up, then you can indirectly look into the sun for at least 5 minutes. Looking at the sun The first thing in the morning will set your circadian rhythm, and it will also signal your body to release serotonin, which is an essential hormone for you to get productive throughout the day. It not only helps you produce serotonin and kickstart your day, but it will just set the rhythm for your body to fall back to sleep in the evening. In last 2 weeks, I have been following this every day, and even if it's a rainy day or a cloudy day, I just look up in the sun for half an hour, and this has dramatically fixed my sleep problem. It doesn't need extra equipment. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can do it absolutely anywhere. The next step is to avoid taking meals closer to the bedtime. You can take the largest meal of the day at your lunchtime so that your body will not be loaded with function of digestion when you sleep, and you will have the restful sleep. Dr. Andy Huberman has a sort of meditation or deep relaxation exercise called non-sleep deep relaxation (NSDR), and this is a 9-minute long deep relaxation technique. It's not a new thing, but Dr. Huberman has just renamed it and has have made some modifications on the deep relaxation techniques. You can follow any meditation, or if you are already doing, or you can do some breathing exercise. Deep relaxation and breathing exercise just before the bedtime will just break the pattern of your brain function, and it will just signal your body that it's a bedtime and you need to rest now. I have put the link in the description because it is a guided meditation which you can follow. Remember, you do this deep relaxation exercise just before the bedtime so that you will avoid the need to use your phones or laptop screen afterwards. And the other tip is to take magnesium supplements, or there might be other supplements like CBD oil, but I personally haven't tried any of these, so I'm not in a position to suggest if they have any side effects or not. But you can look into the internet for the side effects if they have any. As far as I know, the magnesium supplements are helpful for you to regulate your sleep, but they don't have any side effects. But you can research before you take these supplements, because these are the external things and are sort of medications. So you have to research thoroughly, or if you have any medical condition, you can consult your doctor. And last but not the least, avoid blue light later in the evening. You can just make a routine that you don't look into the computer screen or your mobile screen after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. if that fits into your routine. Avoiding blue light in the night time will dramatically improve the quality of your sleep, and it will help you to fall back asleep quickly. Other practical tips can be, if you have habit of using phones while you are on bed, then that's the worst thing when it comes to optimizing your sleep. So if you have habit of scrolling through Facebook pages or scrolling through YouTube shorts when you are on the bed, then gradually cut down the time you use your phones on your bed, and if possible you can keep your phone away when you sleep, so that you won't be tempted to just look into the screen when you wake up in the middle of the night. Hope you enjoyed this video and found this useful. If you are having sleep difficulties, you can follow these practical tips which I have personally followed and found useful. I'm 100% sure that they will work for you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you like these videos, and if you want to get updated on the similar topics of productivity, self-improvement and motivation. Thank you very much.